Let's talk 6 espresso pods. If I'm being terribly honest, I would never buy again. Of course, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys don't follow me over on Instagram, you can right here where I make daily coffee recipe videos. Let's get into the 6 pods. Hey guys, and welcome back to Maison Malli. I'm Malli, and today we're going to be talking 6 espresso pods I would just never buy again. You guys know I love Nespresso. It was actually pretty hard for me to pick these 6 because I love so many of the pods, but these are like 6 hard no's. All of these pods, I probably had them for a year going on 2 years, and I've never finished a sleeve, so it's safe to say they're just not my favorite. Now, I think you guys will all know this first one. I have made a video about it. I just do not like this pod. I don't ever see myself liking this pod. It's going to be the coconut pod. It was called Tropical Coconut Flavor. So I'll insert a better picture of what it looks like, but this is the pod that Nespresso launched last summer. I was so happy and excited to try this pod and was like completely disappointed by it. It's pretty watered down, so once you add ice to it, it just loses all of the flavor. It didn't stand up well to milks at all, and it didn't really have a coconutty taste either. Like, it was just not a good pod. I will say that I did enjoy the original line capsule more, and it's actually on my list of favorite original line pods. But this one was just not it. I'm pretty confident that Nespresso will probably re-release this pod this summer because it did do well, but I feel as though the reviews were quite split. Like, if you look in the comments of this video, 50% of the people loved it and then 50% of the people hated it. So yeah, if Nespresso comes out with this pod again this year, I myself will not be purchasing it. The second pod that I probably dislike the most is going to be Costa Rica. I had really high hopes for this pod. Let's hear what Nespresso has to say about it. So Costa Rica actually is a part of the permanent collection. It's a part of the Master's Origin, I would like to say, or Reviving Origins. I don't remember. Yes, but in any event, from the description of this pod, I thought that I would love it. It says that it's malty and sweet. It has cereal notes. I usually love pods with cereal notes. But there's just something about this pod that I just can't get down with. It's really intense, actually, for something that's supposed to be cereal notes. When I think cereal, I usually think of like Bianco Leggero. It's kind of sweet, biscuity. This pod is not that. It's a little bit more intense. And no matter what I do with it, I just can't find a way to enjoy this pod as a lungo. I have expanded it, so I've added more water to it and turned it into a 7.7 ounce, and I did enjoy it better then, but still not enough to buy this capsule again. I will say I use this pod the most for decor. So for example, it's Easter now, and in my little basket right there I have it on display because it looks like a really cute Easter egg, or for holiday season when I had like that colorful gingerbread theme going. It was great for that, but this pod is just usually mostly for decor. I never brew it. I've had this sleeve for definitely over a year now, so unfortunately Costa Rica is on my no buy list. The third pod that I would never buy again is Fortado. Now, I think I've noticed that I just generally do not like the Grand Lungos for whatever reason. I do really love Inizio. It's my favorite one and one of my favorite pods. But as far as this one, Costa Rica, I just can't get down with them. Again, because maybe of this pod's intensity. It says it's intense and full body, roasted and woody. There are other woody pods that I like, such as Diabluto, but for some reason, in this size, I do not like this capsule. I have tried it every which way. I've tried it with every syrup. The only thing that helps with pods like this and Costa Rica for me are if I use creamers, because then you're not even getting really the taste of the pod, you're getting the taste of the creamer more so. So Fortado is on my list of pods I will never buy again. In fact, I don't even think I've ever bought this. I've only received them in samples. This one is probably from the advent calendar in November. It came in that, but it's just a capsule that I just wouldn't buy. This one is a caveat because I actually love the regular form of this pod, but in the decaf, I do not. It's Malazio. So Malazio is one of my favorite pods. Actually, at Nespresso, they've told me it's their top selling pod, and I can understand why. It's pretty even keel, pretty basic. It pairs back really nicely to everything, but there's something different about this decaffeinated capsule. So Nespresso says that this pod is smooth and balanced, so that goes back to what I say about it being like pretty even keel, and it's supposed to be cereal honey notes. The problem that I have with this pod is that it seems really watered down, so it doesn't have like the same thicker consistency as the regular Malazio pod, or it doesn't have as much of a bold flavor as the regular Malazio pod. It almost tastes like I'm like just having water or watered down coffee, and that's probably why I will never buy it again. In addition to that, I just don't need decaf. Like, I drink so much coffee that it really doesn't matter. I can have an intense pod at night at 9 p.m. and it probably will put me to sleep because it's like soothing and comforting to me. So for those two reasons, one, I don't like the kind of watered down thin taste of it, and also because decafs, I don't need it. I just don't need decaf. I probably will not purchase this pod again. Now, this pod, I know that I'm trying it because a lot of you guys actually love this pod. And I've reviewed it before and I've said that I like it, but after having a full sleeve and just not going through it, I've decided that it's something I probably wouldn't purchase again. And it's Colombia. Sorry guys, it's Colombia. Nespresso says that Colombia is fruity and vibrant, berry and winey. And maybe that's why I don't like it. The berry and winey notes together, I don't hate it. It's not like, oh my gosh, I can't consume it. Like, I'll brew this and it'll be just fine. But when I brew this pod, I don't get the warm fuzzies. I'm not like, oh, Colombia. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't speak to me, and so it's probably something that I will not be buying again. Now, this last pod is technically not an Nespresso Vertuo pod, but it is the Starbucks line of Vertuo pods. This particular one, lo and behold, I think it is also Colombia. Yeah, it's also Colombia. But overall, I just don't like the Starbucks pods at all, for a few reasons. One, they brew really, really hot. So if you're someone that likes really hot coffee, you actually might like this. But I found that the actual Nespresso pods brew on like the warmer to hot side, and these are just extremely hot, and I don't like that. They burn my tongue like every single time. Two, same problem as the coconut pod. It just doesn't have a lot of flavor. Like, it seems pretty watered down. I've tried about 3 or 4 of them. In fact, I have reviewed these pods in a video 2 years ago. If you'd like to check out that video, you can find it right here. But they do sell these pods at Bed Bath & Beyond. They sell them at Target. And it's just something that I would never buy again. The Nespresso store at my job, it's like 2 stores down from me. And so it's really easy for me to obtain espresso pods. So there really is no reason for me to buy these. I can understand people who may not live nearby a store. It's hard for them to get the pods shipped to them. And so they will use this as an alternate option. But for me, I just don't have to do that. And I don't really enjoy them. So I probably will never buy these pods again. Yeah, guys, so there you have it. Those are all of the Nespresso pods that I will never buy again. Yes, even me, such a lover of Nespresso, there are pods that I do not like. I thought it might be fun to make this video because if you have similar tastes as I do, then maybe you also won't like these pods and you can save yourself the order. But yeah, that's it. Never gonna buy those. If you guys do want to know what pods I love, I can link my latest favorite pod video right here for you to check out. And aside from that, things are going great, guys. I pulled out my original line machine, if you can see it right there, because I've been running out of Vertuo pods. I don't have as many anymore, and so I've been using the original line pods and quite enjoying them. I forgot how much I really do like original line, so you guys will be seeing a lot more of that here on the channel. And next week we are going to be talking about the no buy, so I'm going to be updating you on that. It's going to be eventful, so you're going to want to stay tuned. Guys, drop it in the comments down below. Let me know, what is your least favorite Nespresso pod? I'm curious to know. As always, guys, thank you so much for stopping by Maison Malli. If you found added value in this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.